Megan O'Leary here with Ryan Bader, who faces Tito Ortiz this Saturday at UFC 132. Ryan, what was it about the fight with Tito that intrigued you?
Tito's a former champion. He's one of the best in the business, and he's the last fighter of that era of like Chuck Liddell's, Randy Couture's that's still around in my weight class. And I'm an MMA fan, much as I am a fighter. And I just had the opportunity to fight Tito Ortiz, and I jumped on it. And it's definitely a unique opportunity. Not let alone fight him, but hopefully get him in my win column.
Do you think he's going to be the old Tito that UFC fans have seen years ago, or do you think he's kind of near the end of his road?
I'm expecting the best Tito Ortiz to come out and fight, and that's how I train, and that's how I train for this camp. I'll be prepared for the best Tito that's ever been in the UFC, and I expect that out of him. Who knows how he'll come out? Who knows if his body will let him be like he was? I hope it does. And I believe, and I'm trained and prepared for the best Tito, and so we'll see.
He said that he didn't think you were a big enough name to fight him. What is your reaction to when you hear him say things like that?
I don't really care, about that kind of stuff. And I fought big names. I've beaten guys like Jardine and Nogueira. I've been in there with the current champ, and I've been in those big fights. And I'm ranked higher than him and all that. So for him to say that, whatever, it's whatever he needs to do or use to not fight me or whatever. You can do that, but I just want to fight him, and I respect him a lot. I respect what he's done for the sport. I respect him as a fighter, and for me, it's just an honor to share the octagon with him. But I have a job to do: go out there and beat him, and so that's what I'm going to do.
A lot of people say you're like a young Tito Ortiz. Do you think that's a fair comparison?
Yeah, I think it's a compliment. Obviously he's rolling through with the division. When he was, had the belt and everything, and he's still competitive today. And he's been in the sport for so long, and he's very experienced. And fans love him or hate him. And we have a similar background and we have similar styles. And I just want to keep evolving. Whereas he ever stopped or anything, I just want to keep going and be a better and better mixed martial artist. And if you look at Tito, he's good everywhere. He's good off his back. You see that in fights. He's good, standing up, wrestling, everything. So he's a complete package, and I want to be that too.
Let's talk about your last fight. It was a loss to Jon Jones. What was your reaction from that, and what did you learn from that experience?
It was horrible. It was my first loss. I've never experienced defeat before. And so coming back in the locker room, usually where everybody's happy, and I'm like, yeah, let's go to the after party, whatever. I was like, I want to get right back in there. It's just, I was mad at myself, and Jon Jones is a great fighter. Hard to figure out. Mad at myself for not feeling like I fought to my potential. And that was the biggest thing, and I was just, it was eating at me for like weeks and 2 weeks, and I just had to let it go, and start over and use it as fuel for the fire for this training camp. Got my next name, who I'm going to fight, Tito Ortiz. Awesome. Back to the drawing board. Let's change everything, reinvent myself as a fighter, and tweak some things. And let's not get back into the same groove where I was winning, but I was getting by on certain things that wasn't going to get me by in the future. So we changed a lot of things, and I feel better.
So it seems like you're taking that loss as almost a blessing in disguise to work on things you wouldn't have before. What specific things did you feel like you needed to work on after that fight, especially to beat Tito now on Saturday?
In stand-up area, head movement, in a lot of in throwing straighter punches and basically relaxing in there. That's the biggest factor, because I could do that in the gym, but I get in the octagon, I want to take the guy out one punch. I don't throw combinations. I don't throw kicks really or knees. So I change that all up, and I'm going to do that in this fight. I'm going to throw straight punches, combinations, knees, kicks, mix it up with my takedowns. My takedowns even got better, setting them up wise as far as with my hands, my kicks. And so I believe my whole game got better with jiu-jitsu, my wrestling because of it, and then my cardio, a big thing, is me relaxing in there. And that comes with your cardio is going to get better if you're not tensed up, trying swinging for the fences every time. So that's what I kind of went back to drawing board, started over, and I've seen results in the gym already, and I'm going to see results in this fight.
All right, well, good luck on Saturday, Ryan. Thanks so much. Keep checking Heavy.com, and don't forget to watch Fight Day this Saturday.